Today we've got an interview with Ian Stewart from Trailrunning Scotland talking about his Cairngorm Parkrun. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell and leave a comment below. Awesome. So, what's the name of this Munro? Cairngorm, I think. I can't remember. So basically, Munro is a mountain in Scotland that's over 3,000 feet, which equates to about 915 metres. Probably out by a metre or two, but it's thereabouts. And this is us coming down one. How's it going? Good, good.
Nice
hey,
to see you.
How you feeling? So here with Ian from Trailrunning Scotland, who's just done his amazing, crazy Cairngorm Parkrun. We'll stick some stats up for you. So we've got some questions for him. So Ian, why did you do it?
Why did I do it? First of all, it wasn't my idea. That's the first bit. It was one of these stupid conversations you have where you come up with, oh, wouldn't it be cool if somebody did that? Oh, yeah, and then you could do that, and then you could do that. With a mate, and
who is this? Ali.
with Ali,
Yeah.
Burnham, local hill running guru, and I quite like the idea, the concept. It was his idea, and originally we were going to do it together.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, we were going to run it together, and then he sort of, maybe get it organised, and I'll see if I can come along. And then in the last few months, was actually now I'm a bit busy doing something else.
Right. Typical.
So he's left me in the lurch, so I had to do it myself, really. Yeah. So I was looking for a round,
Some sort of project.
a big project, a big round. Yeah. After doing a few big events in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Cape Bath Ultra and then Dragon's Back, I kind of wanted a bit more of a personal project. So.
And it's nice. It's local.
Yeah, and local hills. And, and all the rest of it. Yeah. And then the opportunity to do something that was hopefully going to get a bit of support was then also a chance to raise some money for Dave, who's our mate, who had a ski accident a couple of years ago and has had a stroke as a result and is in need of a lot of specialist physio care.
Right.
So a bit of a fundraiser for him and his long term care as well. So the two things came together quite nicely.
Yeah. Hey. Aloha. And what was it you actually did? Explain.
Cairngorm Parkrun.
Cairngorm Parkrun. What is the Cairngorm Parkrun?
So the challenge was to try and do all the Munros within the Cairngorm National Park. Right.
Which has probably never been done before.
As far as I can tell, as far as I can see, it's never been done before. When the national park was created, there was a guy who worked for the national park who walked the boundary.
Okay,
I don't know why you do that, because that's just all of the
rubbish
bits at the edge.
To Ali at one point.
Yeah. I don't think it's ever been done. All the Munros, there's 58 Munros, linking them all on foot.
Right.
In as continuous a journey as we could. Yeah. So it was just under 6 days in the end. So 5 days, 22 hours and 40 minutes.
And what did you eat? How did you fuel? Did you crave anything in particular? Or?
No,
because you had support along the way, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm lucky that I don't struggle to eat when I'm running. I know a lot of people on long things can only eat certain things. So each day, in the evenings, we found a support point. We were at the van most evenings.
Yeah.
So I was eating, chili and pasta and
So
a proper meal most days, and then sometimes twice during the day. And then on the hill, it was just as close to real food as I could. So about 1 million cheese, avocado, and beetroot wraps.
Right. Okay. So you quite like those now. You're slightly fed up.
Yeah. Laura's got RSI from chopping too many avocados.
Excellent.
And then just loads of bars and hot cross buns. And
Right. Did you count calories or anything, or just ate when you were hungry?
like, there's no way I was ever going to eat enough calories.
Yeah.
So I'd say what I could when I could.
Okay. So did you feel yourself getting weaker as you went along because you weren't eating so much, or?
There were definitely a few ups and downs, but no, generally it was okay, to be honest. Yeah,
Okay,
sort of
good.
just steady decline.
So I wonder why.
Steady, predictable decline.
6 days later.
Yeah. No, but food was okay actually.
And the route you took was over, like, loads of people do Munros, but they go up and down a path, which I dare say you didn't do too much of that.
No. No, like there are some out there that are pretty rough wherever you do them from.
Yeah.
But I was definitely doing them.
Yeah, random links.
Making that harder. And it was linking them all together that definitely put us in the worst bits of ground. Definitely,
yeah.
From Glentilt heading north across the Taff to get out to Carnfiddler and Socrax that's out there, and then had to cross the upper Taff again to get back towards Benjarag. And you just get a glimpse of a path going down the other way and then turn and go that way.
Yeah.
So yeah,
what was the worst bit? Was it the heather, the bog, or just?
Yeah, so all of that. Basically, the first 4 days, with very short exceptions,
Right.
Some pretty rough ground. Yeah, heathery, tussocky.
So after 4 days, it got a bit easier.
Well, yeah, the sort of northern Cairngorms bit here, the Rigby Round section.
Yeah.
Actually has
Less
some reasonably good running on it.
Yeah.
And there's some bits that when I did the Rigby Round last month, I said, God, this is really rough, horrible ground. But when I got to it this time, it was a total luxury.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So it's pretty rough and wild.
Good! Look at you two!
My large frappuccino.
And how often did you sleep? Did you?
So yeah, each day you could some of the days kind of crept over into the next morning, but yeah, each day had a sleep period. So when I'd done the schedule, I had sort of I guess it'd be 5 sort of 6 hour breaks scheduled in.
Okay.
But actually the first couple of days I was getting slightly ahead of schedule. I was moving a bit quicker than I'd scheduled for on the hill, so I just took the extra rest.
Right, okay.
So the first couple of nights, I think the first night I got sort of 7 hours actually in my bed.
So proper sleep.
Proper sleep, but the schedule got tighter and tighter towards the end because I was going slower. So to stay on schedule, I just started stealing bits off those rest spots.
Okay.
So actually until the last morning at 5 o'clock on Wednesday
morning.
Last.
Yeah. I think it was
when we saw you in the evening.
Yeah.
Whatever day that was.
I think that was
the last day.
Yeah.
So as of 5 o'clock that morning, leaving the Lower Grue, we were still on schedule.
Right.
But that was because we'd cut down sleep, so
that
had only been 3 hours.
That was probably making you slightly more tired as well, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a couple of nights before I'd stolen one of the rest stops.
Right, yeah, okay.
So chipped away at it. But yeah, the first few nights I got reasonable amounts of sleep.
Yeah. The last night went really late through the night in the dark, but was that the only night where you were so late? Other nights you'd had a call? Yeah,
so coming out of the Monolea on the end of day 4, we got down into Canusi just as it got dark. Yeah,
okay.
So about 11 o'clock, half 11 so in Canusi, and then had 10k to do, which took me a couple of hours to get through to Glenfreshy, but that was just on easy tracks.
Yeah.
So that was a half 1 finish or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that last night was the latest finish with the worst weather. And
yeah. Thanks for that.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming.
No, you did. Great job. You did all the work.
Yeah.
And how long did it take you to plan? Or had Ali already started the planning?
No, Ali didn't. Ali can't take any credit at all apart from the idea. I started looking at it about a year ago.
Oh, right, okay.
And I had a route pretty much pinned on about 6 months ago. Probably, yeah. Because such a random selection of Munros.
Yeah.
There's not a sort of logical circle.
Yeah.
So I'd done a couple of different versions of it, starting and finishing in different places.
Okay.
And then I think I'd got it just about sorted, and then I realised I'd missed a couple. So I had to replan and add it back in again. And I was originally trying to make it a circuit, because it'd be quite nice to close the loop, but it just didn't logically work. Mount Keene sits so far out on its own.
Yeah.
I'd have ended up doing another 40k road section somewhere just to close the loop. So.
It's quite nice to finish nearest home as well, so when you did finish, you can get home.
Yeah, and with the highest car park to finish, so it's the shortest distance back down the hill to the finish. Because that 25-minute run took me an hour and a half or something, didn't it? Still, so.
You were pretty tired.
I was pretty broken.
Yeah. And would you do it again?
No.
Is it too early to ask? No intention of doing it.
Absolutely no intention to do it
I'm
again.
sure somebody will do it though. Now you've started it, other people will probably take it up.
It'd be interesting to see. It'd be great if somebody else had a crack at it. And I did my best to put in a reasonable benchmark, but it can definitely be done quicker.
Yeah. But you had to work it all out from scratch, so you had a lot more work to do initially.
Yeah, and like I say, it'd be great if somebody fancied to go.
Yeah.
I honestly wouldn't recommend it. It's a different, it's a different sort of challenge.
Yeah.
It's got some really nice bits of running.
Yeah.
But it's also got some pretty horrible bits.
Yeah. Well done for doing it.
It's out there.
Well done for raising money.
It's out there if anybody wants it.
Yeah. Somebody will.
Well done, that's really
Well done.
Yay.
Well done.
That's what you need to rehydrate.
Ideal.